There we are, Rhino. There we are.
Here we are. Let's go.
Welcome, everybody. It's week 17. It's Sunday night, and it is the recap show. I am your Shepard. That is the Commissioner Rhino. And folks, we are almost wrapped up for the 2024 fantasy football.
Almost, man.
Oh,
Almost.
almost wrapped up for the 2024 redraft season. I would say the majority of fantasy is still kind of like in a redraft, quote unquote, managed seasonal, however you want to term it. For most of us, the redraft season is coming to an end. That's not to say that if you do play Dynasty, that's week 17 is your championship as well. I would say, Rhino, the only real, I guess, format where you would carry over into week 18 at this point would be like the best bowl tournaments. That's really the only way I could think of it. If you're in a regular managed league like the majority of us and are playing into week 18, that's kind of like that's I'm not against that actually, but that's also very, very tricky based on
it's a rough league to do because you better have a deep bench.
You better have a deep bench. That's for sure. And to hoard off players. Mm-hmm. That's right. But the majority are always the week before. So speaking of weeks, forget about the number. Forget that this is the most part, the final week, Rhino. This was also a monkey wrench of a week based on the holiday, based on that the NFL wanted to put a couple of games.
The players dropping out too. There are some significant players that dropped out because of injury this last couple of days, this week.
Do you want to get into that?
Yeah, we can.
Go ahead. I'm all ears.
Lamb, that hurt me.
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard, that hurt a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt a lot of people.
For sure. No, but the way you made it sound as if they dropped out as if you know what, I'm just I'm done with the season. No, I mean CeeDee Lamb. No. Yeah, there were a couple of circumstances. I'm not sure exactly what took place with Chuba. We knew that he was kind of injured. It's almost very much like Anthony Richardson, which we could get to. Yeah. But Chuba, we knew he was kind of nicked up. Then all of a sudden, bam, IR. Yeah, that was. That was a little off. That threw people off for sure. Mm-hmm. CeeDee Lamb was okay, you know what? He just had enough.
Yeah, I think so too.
Dropped out for sure. 3-time championship.
Let's go, Max. What? Way to go, brother.
This is what I'm saying here. We knew this. Hold on. Let me hand Mad Max Corleone his trophy.
Do it. Oh, that's sweet.
There you go, Mad Max Corleone. Bravo, man. Kudos. Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
I will tip one back for you in a little bit.
You like that one, Rhino?
Yeah, I like that.
I like it too. I got some other cool stuff for you. I don't know if they're gonna make an appearance on the show, but but they will make an appearance at some point or another. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb, Chuba Hubbard, Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
But yet Tony the Tiger, no one was really that disappointed with that. No one was really oh man, I think my team might lose now because Tony Pollard's not going to play. It's okay, now most people were now gun ho for the Tajay. I think Mad Max Corleone was in that camp. Tajay, look, man, he didn't do that smash. No. He didn't do that spike Tajay that we were expecting from a running back with full volume, even on a crappy team.
Oh, yeah, what 95? He had 95 yards rushing.
He had RB3 flex.
Yeah.
Flex points. All right. He got basically what he got his floor.
He was almost out of the game because
that's all. You didn't get a ceiling out of Tajay. You got the floor, and you know what? That shouldn't have been the reason why you would have lost. I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. I'm sure. No, Anybody with a championship roster or anybody with a team that was playing in the championship was just counting on Tajay to be icing on the cake,
Yeah.
perhaps. To be more points, added scoring, not necessarily to anchor fantasy points like some of the other running backs did, like Saquon that puts up freaking he did 167, 16 points. What's up, Sirhan? How are you, my friend? Welcome to the Fantasy Goats. Glad that you are here.
Yeah.
Of course, you are a goat yourself. The Bengals were goats yesterday. Holy smokes. Nevertheless.
That's all right there, man.
Oh, my gosh. Nevertheless, I mean, look, we're going to talk about, I want to talk about the Bengals. I want to talk about what we saw yesterday. What we spoke of days ago in regards to how the Broncos are going to play defense, how they weren't going to kind of what's the expression? Like lallydag? I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. The way they played against the Browns. Yeah. We weren't going to see that.
Mm-mm.
We were going to see some of the the one-on-one, like the marquee matchup, Surtain versus Chase. And you know what? He didn't even really guard him the full time. He didn't. Yeah. But they
Nobody guarded Higgins.
No, that was the problem. They were paying the due attention to Jamar Chase, where you know what? This is exactly what the Bengals set out to do. You're gonna double team him. You're gonna bracket Jamar Chase. We're gonna make you pay for it with our other wide receiver in T. Higgins, who wound up being an absolute
11 out of 13 for 131 yards and 3 touchdowns, right? Something like that.
You wanna talk about a that's not now that's a league winner. That's a league winner.
Yeah.
What happened here, Sniper? No, that's not true. Well, Rodgers, I mean, what about? Yeah, I know Rodgers was probably your other quarterback, your super flex quarterback. Yeah, that's lousy. That's lousy. The Jets weren't going to win that game in Buffalo by any stretch of the imagination, but you're not expecting a really good game. You were maybe hoping for like 16, 18 fantasy points out of Rodgers, and they just shut him down.
Yep. Yes, they did, because he's done.
Nevertheless,
he's coming back.
Oh, there'll be some good offseason.
You would know because you're in that area. So
everyone's speculating the same way. Everybody's speculating the same way. What if he's going to come back? The demands that he's going to make, is Devontae Adams going to join him? And it's the same nonsense, same bullshit I see. What's Woody going to do? Right now, what they're doing, the only thing I could definitively tell you right now is that they're looking for a general manager.
Yeah. Well, that's the first step.
And I believe it's Mike Tenenbaum and the 33rd that is that's looking for a general manager, not himself, who used to be the general manager there. But yeah, and there's speculation of Rex Ryan's name being thrown out there. I mean, it's first things first. They need to get that in order.
I know the Louis Riddick's name was thrown out there from ESPN as a GM too. Let me talk about the Jets, because they're Jets. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Jamar Chase will take less money so they can re-sign Higgins? And do you think Joe Burrow will take a pay cut so they can keep Higgins?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. I don't think Jamar Chase is going to take less money after this season one bit. I think Jamar Chase and his agent are going to get the absolute maximum amount that he could possibly get for 2025 on. Let's not forget, again, like he'll be the highest paid wide receiver going into this class or going into this year for anybody that's eligible for contracts or contract extensions.
Yeah.
Look, let's answer part B to that. Would Joe Burrow now attempt to maybe free up some cash on his end
Mm-hmm.
to leave some room for T. Higgins. Now that's a different story.
Because they need. I mean, he's
That's a different
important. He's
story.
the kid. Higgins is good, and Jamar Chase likes him. Burrow likes him. But the one thing you got to think about on the Bengals side is their freaking defense is trash. They need to spend money on their defense. So Burrow doesn't have to carry the damn team. So
There's
I mean, it's gonna be some tough decisions for them to make.
there's the other problem.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know what their cap space looks like, and of course we're going to get into all of that, folks. We will get into the free agency and in the off season with the NFL with the free agency tracker. We'll get into all that. Right now, off the top, I don't know what type of situation that the Bengals are in, but that's the other part of this for sure. They're going to need to either to get some new players on defense, sign players. They again a lot of moving parts into this, but to answer the original question and the premise, Jamar Chase will not take less, but part B, I could see maybe Burrow doing something along the lines, something like that, where they do something along the lines of what Patrick Mahomes has done.
Yeah.
With his contract, like front loading or back loading,
whatever they do.
Surhan, who was here or may still be here, he is a Bengals podcaster himself.
Is that our guy from Space? From
Yes.
Spaces? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Okay.
And an excellent one at that.
Yes, very much. So.
Totally plugged into the jungle himself. He would know far more regarding this in depth or these details regarding this organization. Nevertheless, we concern ourselves, Rhino, with whether. Well, we know Jamar Chase is going to get paid. We don't, T. Higgins up in the air. He's shown us on this team, if this offense is moving, the most lethal wide receiver two you could think of. What about this guy, Sniper? My dear.
He started when Taylor got in there. He started cooking a little bit, huh?
He had a good game.
Yeah.
He had a good game, and now this touchdown did not come from Aaron Rodgers. We know that. It came from Tyrod Taylor. That's how bad of a situation. They were like, you know what, Aaron, go. You can sit on the sidelines for this one. Yeah, the Jets, man, a whole different story. There was no running game to speak of. The Bills did Bills things for a while. Looked like Josh Allen. For a while, looked like anybody that had Josh Allen starting for them today was going to be in for a disappointment. And then look, don't fret, everybody. Don't worry. Let 4 quarters play out because Josh Allen, the magician himself, put up all those numbers in the second half. Were they in
the third quarter, pretty much, because he pretty much got the whole fourth quarter, right?
Yeah, were they the highest numbers we've ever seen from Josh Allen? No, but but look at what this man does for you on a daily basis. Look at what he does. Who's gonna want Rodgers? I mean, look, there's more to it than that. There really is.
The Browns.
No, he kind of like he's in control of what he wants to do. Really. It's like I don't believe Rodgers won't play for another team at this point. I highly doubt that, nor do I believe that a team would want Rodgers.
No, that's what he did this season.
So it would be the Jets or bust, and take your retirement. But here's the thing: here again, more moving parts. Like he's under a contract. He's under an exorbitant contract, as a matter of fact, for 2025. I think that's where all the money is, Rhino, in 2025.
And he said he'll take less money to come back too.
Well, the Jets are
very, very kind of him.
The Jets are in typical trouble. Just typical trouble. Well, I mean, look.
Yeah, I think Garrett Wilson has pretty much said that if Rodgers is back, I want to be traded.
You want to? Yeah, Garrett Wilson's not happy at all. I can't imagine him. I can't imagine why he would be, but that's for
Right.
that's for another day.
Yep.
Let's stay in the building.
Let's do that.
What the heck?
What a shocker, man! What a shocker! The Colts defense freaking minus. I didn't. The Colts defense was a sleeper play for a lot of people.
No. They were. Now, see, I want to.
Damn. The neighbors, what, 168 yards and 2 touchdowns on 8 catches? Some
37 PPR from Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Absolute nuclear performance with Drew Lock. Maybe that's why the Giants didn't care about staying in the number 1 pick. Maybe they're content with Drew Lock as their quarterback next season. Nevertheless, I want to go back to that Colts DST, and I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit. Why am I kicking myself? Because, like, traditionally speaking, I've been playing this game for a while, and I always go with the notion, with the philosophy. Look, you just stick with your defense. Stick with your winning defense that you've been playing with. That stick with one of your best units. Stick with a good unit. But I'm kind of trying to like recalibrate myself because I'm amongst a very, very large community, and I read and I see and we absorb what everybody is like, presenting to us, and it's like, okay, you're playing the defensive matchups now in the playoffs. Look at this matchup that the Colts have.
Yeah, I didn't
look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Now that's like, now again. There were other units that were being, that were being. There were other units that got dog walked, and there were other units that did, perform accordingly, like the Dolphins, like the Raiders, like some of your strong defensive units that you went into the playoffs with, like the Eagles, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Colts. It was. I don't know what they were doing during the week that made them think that they could just come into this building and not get punched in the face, which is what they did. Like, this was either they were. I mean, it's almost inexplicable. Like, what were you doing this week? Yeah. What were you doing this week with a game of this type of magnitude for your team, for the importance of this game that you needed to win? Like, you had to win. You have this game circled. You have this team with a 2-14 record. What were you thinking?
It should have happened.
What were you thinking? And you don't even use Anthony Richardson as an excuse, because Joe Flacco wound up probably doing better than what Anthony Richardson would have done. Again, that's another side conversation.
Well, with Flacco, I didn't get to see this game, so I don't know where Jonathan Taylor's runs were long distance or short distance or what, because it wasn't in my YouTube queue for Sunday Ticket. So I saw the highlights of it, but I didn't see where his runs were from. I wonder if they're from short yardage, if Anthony Richardson would have been there, if he would have taken some of those touchdowns away from him.
Oh, you mean like his Jonathan Taylor's touchdown runs?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. That's not that's not the side. I mean, like, yeah. So that side put up 33 with a backup quarterback. Their defense allowed the Giants to put up 45. And
the Giants' offense is a bottom 5 offense.
That's what absolutely gets me regarding the Colts.
Regarding the season too, correct?
Regarding the Colts,
season. Just
they've got a lot of, I guess, soul searching. If that's a thing for football, soul. We have to look into their souls.
Next Monday is going to be interesting to see how many coaches get fired. Because there's some that are hot seat.
Next Monday.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a team That
Let's
didn't
talk
seem
about that cooked.
all right.
Let's talk about Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans
Oh man.
and our boy Jalen McMillan, man, and Bucky. What a Becky. That was so fun to watch this game. I mean, not because we had the stack, but just because I love Baker Mayfield. When he's cooking, he's cooking.
Oh yeah, folks, our DFS stack. You should go check that out. It's on our YouTube channel, the Fantasy Goats. We
Yeah.
definitely went all in on Baker. We definitely went in on Mike Evans. We put together that artwork is put together not after the 1 o'clock games. Like we just knew that the Bucks were going to. Yeah, you know what? They were going to eat. I don't want to say.
But you know
I
what?
don't
I
want to
do
use
not think
dog
they're
word.
going to eat this well. I think
Uh,
and Bryce Young threw some freaking pretty ass balls too today. He threw that one pass to Thielen.
he he
That was just
he
beautiful.
he dropped a dime to Adam Thielen. I saw that.
But without a running game, they were screwed.
Yeah, they were. They are what we thought they were. They are who we thought they were. And the Bucks, again, let's give them credit. Let's give the Bucks credit. Like, you know what? When a team is firing on all cylinders, the way the Bucks were with Baker throws 5 touchdowns, as we just alluded, 2 to Mike Evans. He was a couple of ticks under 100, but who cares? Who cares?
Did he reach 1,000 yards today? I think he did, didn't he?
That part I'm not sure about. I think he's got at least another week to get it done. McMillan, Bucky, 190 yards from scrimmage without scoring.
I love the way he runs the ball. He runs with a purpose.
Imagine if this dude
scored. Yeah.
And the rest of there was one other dude that scored. It was not Cade Otton. We know that. It was some other guy. Some other guy.
And then he threw the ball in the stands, and I think the ball was significant for some reason because Baker Mayfield went to the security people. Then they showed him taking the kid backstage stuff.
Sounds like AJ Brown throwing the ball into the stands. What's up, Louis Goat? Congratulations for being here, week 17. What are my odds? I'm up by 2 points. I have Jaden Daniels, Sammy ball game tomorrow against Bijan and Scary Terry. Well, this is a close one, man.
Yeah.
This is a close one. This is a tight one. What are your chances? What are your odds? I'd say even. Even.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the quarterback throwing to his wide receiver. So I mean that kind of works in your favor, I would say. What would be fantastic?
He has rushing touchdowns in his favor too.
That works in your favor. What would be fantastic for you in this scenario is get Zach Ertz into the end zone, get the other dude
Crowder and Yami Brown and
stop. Who keeps saying Crowder? Do you know that Crowder? I think Crowder was playing like when I first started.
What's his name?
Jameson.
What's his last name?
Crowder.
Okay.
I mean,
I thought you made it sound like I said his name wrong or something.
No, what I'm suggesting is he's as old as you are.
Nobody's as old as I am. Well, except for Father Time.
He's not.
But I'm knocking on that door.
I can't believe he's still playing. Is what I'm saying. Now,
okay.
You said Crowder. I was gonna say the other guy, Olamide. So, back to Louis Hernandez and his odds for a championship for the ship. Yeah, I mean, even slight favor. If you're up by 2, okay, let's play devil's advocate. You're up by 2, and let's say McLaurin gets Scary. Those points are going to work in his favor, right? Because he's going to get receptions and he'll get receiving yards. It'll offset. Don't get me wrong. It definitely offsets, and I think that works. It works out, hopefully, in your favor. But at the same time, if it becomes really a scary show, then it's Bijan on top.
Yep.
And then you have to worry about Sam Laporta tomorrow night. Again, when it's all said and done, I think that it's even for you with a slight edge. Slight edge. You should get it done. Nevertheless, Louis Hernandez. Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
I also see the Quincy goats here. Congratulations, guys. And gals.
Yep.
And snipers. Congratulations on a fantastic 2024 season.
Yeah, and we appreciate everybody that's been part of the show, whether it's this show or our starting sits or whatever show we're doing. We appreciate everybody being part of it, and we are brand new. This was we started talking about this last April. Me and John,
Jesus,
and just appreciate it. I appreciate you too.
It's been that long since April.
Yeah. We got some really cool stuff that's going to be happening starting in January, and we got some stuff cooking.
I'm not putting that one up, but yes, Sniper. He's been like low key. He's been one of the best wide receiver rookies, along with Malik Neighbors, along with Brian Thomas Jr. He's come on really well late, really well. Someone that we need to keep our eye on.
Those three have outperformed Adonze and Harrison big time.
Oh my God, Adonze. Yeah, the balls. Well, I shouldn't say balls. Good agent that got him a commercial spot. Quincy Goat, what's up, champ?
I have Gibbs, Daniels, and Jennings, or Debo tomorrow. Yes, Gary Terry and Golf. I would stick with Jennings.
Quincy's been riding the 49er wide receivers for weeks now, trying to go back and forth between the two. This is going to be a high-scoring affair in my mind, just like we just saw with Snipers, Packers, and the Vikings. It started out sluggish, but
7 minutes left.
I was texting my sister. I'm like, don't worry, there'll be plenty of points in the second half. At the championship, I got Jameer, Jaden Daniels. Man, he's done a lot of championships. Jaden Daniels, that young man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I like Jennings over Debo.
88% chance to win. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You work with that algorithm. Sniper says you're not old.
Thank you, Mel. Appreciate that.
We appreciate you. Sniper.
Hey, so
Sniper knows that. I hope.
How about what Devontae Smith did today too?
Woo!
We called it because we were talking about this with Pickett how it's going to play out, and we both said because of intermediate passes, even though he did throw like a 50-yarder to him, but he ate more than Brown did.
I'm gonna give a little tip of the cap to Kenny Pickett.
Yeah,
for that performance.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, he is him.
He is. If they would just.
Yeah, no, they got it in their minds to go and get Devontae Smith help coming off of his rookie season.
And they did right, and they're right to do that,
So, but okay, and it did give their offense a big boost.
Mm-hmm.
And Jalen Hurts also came into his own that year. And yes, they did make the Super Bowl. But again, let's we're also watching Devontae Smith without question progress as a professional wide receiver in this league, a Pro Bowl wide receiver,
one of the best
wide receivers,
the best hands in the NFL,
the best hands down. Yeah, this Adam. Let's call it what it is. And I would have to go check this for myself, Rhino. This might be his career game as well.
Maybe
This might be his best game or best regular season game. I know that he had a smash game a couple of times. When I say couple, I literally mean like 2 times without A.J. Brown playing. This was
Right.
with A.J. Brown on the field without Jalen Hurts. He is him.
Yes, he is.
Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. They are the only, if you could use the word trouble, the only dilemma that we have as drafters, as managers, as enthusiasts, as players, however you want to call it. The fact that he is with another Pro Bowl wide receiver on the same field.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like I guess it is kind of like T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
It's kind of
A, 1B, yeah.
It's kind of like that. It is. It is. Yeah. Only I think Jamar is hands down better than A.J. Brown, and
he's less diva.
And I believe that Devontae Smith is also better than T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith's availability
is
far exceeds T. Higgins' availability. Yeah. T. Higgins has great hands, though. Yep. He has great hands also. Great hands. You know, they measure this. They measure that. Sniper, did you know that? I'm not suggesting anything. Nevertheless, yeah, I mean, like, they want these dudes palm your football, squeeze the football. Anyway, you know what? Aside from the Bengals, that took 4.5 quarters for them to beat the Broncos, we should tip our hats to Bo Nix in terms of rookie quarterbacks. Bo Nix had a pretty good game. Let's rewind to Saturday, shall we?
Yeah.
God.
Marvin Mims. He won some people some championships.
Marvin! It's your cousin.
It's
Marvin.
It's
you know that sound you're looking for? Well, listen to this. Marvin from Back to the Future. Well, yeah.
Bo Nix he was left for dead last year. This is his second year, right?
Yeah. Marvin Mims was left for dead. Yes.
Last year. Bo Nix is just, rejuvenated his career. And him. I mean, he looked like the beginning of the season. He looked like he might be on the outside looking in.
Let's take into account that perhaps Sean Payton knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
That maybe whatever's taking place during practice, which should be practice, then he's like, you know what? I don't know if this dude is getting it yet.
Right.
Maybe the light bulb has gone off. Maybe it's clicking. So then once the coaching staff can determine that it's clicking, you see more snaps. More snaps should equal more opportunity, or does equal more opportunity. I need you to DM me information on this. Yes, I'm sure that they've sent the link. I'm sure it's in a post. I'm sure I could find that post, but if you have that handy, I need you to do me the favor, and please send me this info. Yes. I also need to do something on the side with the boys over there. We put a portion of our league into Fantasy Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's that time of year. Payouts, baby, payouts for many people. In any event, it's been a great season, everybody. Can't thank you enough for this redraft season.
Yeah.
We're going to continue on with much different. I didn't mean to say that. Much more content that will be surrounded or around the area of Dynasty, the off-season fantasy football rankings, free agency, the offseason, like I guess you could call them rumors. Rumors, he didn't just come up with that name himself. There's NFL rumors that circulate and surface, and what players going here and what players going there. We'll get into all that stuff. And the draft, the inbound rookies. I'm looking forward to that stuff. Holy smokes! How about this? Oh, I don't know why I just took it off. How about that?
That's sad, man. That's just sad. And oh man, I don't know if I like the Christmas games. Maybe if they just did one in the prime time at nighttime, like at 5:00, that'd be kind of cool. But
I heard somebody who happens to be a Ravens fan. I heard their podcast, and he was he was sour the fact that the Ravens played now 2 Christmases in a row. I'm like, you think the Ravens are upset by this?
Yeah.
You don't think the Ravens have taken care of their players or the players' families?
She's have 2. She's played in Christmas last year too against the Raiders.
They're well compensated one way or another.
Yep.
Aside from their families and travel arrangements, so on and so forth. So don't be sorry for no Ravens for playing on Christmas. What we should be sorry for are the teams that they dog walked. So yeah, the Chiefs put up 29-10. Steelers.
Yeah.
Okay, nice job, Steelers. You're peaking at the right time. The Ravens 31. The Texans what? That they didn't score a point.
No, they got 2 points off of safety.
That was a safety. That's not an offensive point, is it? That's not even considered an offense. Yeah, that's bad.
That was a horrible game. Horrible. There's nothing good about that game. Nothing. On the Houston side, I can't take away anything good on the Houston side of that game. Just they're gonna be one and done in the playoffs. Then they got a lot of things to fix. Joe Mixon has just disappeared the last 3 weeks. I know he's going against some good rushing defenses, but still he's disappeared. Stroud. The one thing I noticed about Stroud watching him was he seems to want to make the big plays. He misses the checkdowns. He missed a lot of checkdowns.
Yeah, again a team that's going to have to really fix that O-line. They're going to need another wide receiver. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what kind of condition, shape Stephon Diggs, if he comes back. Stephon Diggs is on our.
No, yeah, he does 1 year contract.
Only this year. That's right. Stephon Diggs, so that's up in the air. Nico Collins is fantastic, but you need to give the quarterback more time. Look, they're 9-7. This was a disappointing second half for the Texans, or really. I want to see, Joe Mixon disappeared. They have a few things that they need to figure out, shore up. Nevertheless, the Texans, don't expect them to make too much noise moving forward in terms of this season. Obviously, that's it for that. Then the Seahawks scored 6 points, and that was good enough to beat the Bears, who scored 3 points. So, overall, I mean, look, you gave us 2 marquee teams in the Ravens and the Chiefs. We should be happy about that. We thought we were getting a high-powered, high-scoring, well-coached. Well, they are well-coached.
Yeah.
Better defensive team than the Texans, and it just did not work out that way. It did not work out that way. How about this? This worked out. Yeah. This sure as hell did work out now, didn't it, Rhino?
The Rams offense is scaring me a little bit, though. They look
I was going to ask you that.
Enigmat, is that the right word?
Yeah.
They look bogged down. I mean, the only person you have Kyron and Puka. That's it. That's it. They're the only ones that are doing it. Cup had 1 catch for 29 yards, and
Bet you a lot of people probably took a bath there with Cup.
Yeah, well,
I don't know how many we got a lot of Cup between Friday and Saturday, and I don't have. I wish I had an accurate counting in terms of where we may have started him, where we may have sat him. It all depends on the combination. Nevertheless, there was a lot of Cup, and rightfully so. A lot of people may have taken a bath with Cooper Cup.
Stafford. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, what I was going to say, and I believe I said it last night too. Last night? What the hell's today?
It's Sunday.
Oh yeah, last night. That's right. Last night I said it. You know what? I mean, like Marvin Harrison Jr. was still getting, I would say, B plus advanced metrics that would warrant, okay, we could start him because of like the target share,
right?
The first read share. Now go to the other side of the ball. Puka Nacua is getting insane advanced metrics, which is conversely hurt Cooper Cup. If Puka is getting a crazy first read share, target share, like I'm talking like 40, 50%.
He's got a lot.
There's nothing else. There's nothing left. There's nothing left for anybody else.
I think Cup's almost lost a little bit. I mean, Cup has never been the fastest person, but I think he's almost lost a little bit of step. But he's also getting double covered a little bit here and there. But Stafford didn't look good last night. He looked off, but some of the throws were off. So I don't. I hope they need to get right. But I will say the Rams defense, this three weeks in a row, they've held an offense to minimal points. Well, and I would never thought that the Rams defense was going to be winning games for them at all.
They've come into their own.
Now the Raiders. Raiders.
There's your other team.
Hey, I don't care who's against the Saints.
Jacoby did well.
I think Jacoby did good. Well, Brock did good.
Amir
did good.
God, right.
Aiden O'Connell did good.
Yeah.
I think this is just me as a Raiders fan thinking out loud. And I don't know. I think the Raiders should keep O'Connell. Don't draft freaking Sanders. Draft the kid out of Boyd State. Get a good running back. Shore up their offensive line. Get offensive players around Aiden O'Connell and see what he could do next year. Because he looks like, from you can tell he has the makings to be a good quarterback. Maybe not great, but at least a good game manager. He doesn't make that many mistakes. So it'll be interesting. But the one thing they did right last year was freaking
weren't they
hours, man.
Weren't they going to wasn't Gardner Minshew just brought in to be kind of like the bridge anyway? Weren't they hoping for Aiden O'Connell to progress, mature, whatever you want to call it? No,
I don't know.
I kind of think that's what they wanted.
Max is not agreeing with me.
He wants Shador.
Yeah.
Well, the Giants aren't going to get him now, so might as well. I still can't get over how the Giants didn't lay down, but they laid down last week and the week before that and the week before that, but they didn't lay down today. I still can't get over that. Maybe they somehow know that next week 18. Based on this team here, that team, maybe they kind of feel like they'll move back into the first, but you can't play craps like that.
All the bottom teams, Jacksonville won too, didn't they?
Ray is on. The Jags won, so maybe again,
all the bottom teams won, except for the Jets.
No, they lost. They're losers.
Yeah.
Sniper says Ray
loser baby.
Ray's on. All right, well we'll all go watch Ray. How about that? We'll watch Ray together,
Sweet.
Jaden Daniels together, Scary Terry, Brian Robinson Jr. I've got Jaden Daniels tonight, as a matter of fact, Rhino. I've got Jaden Daniels tonight in the Warrior Bowl Division Championship. Let's not let me be fully transparent. It's not for the actual full-on Warrior Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Much like the Invitational, right?
Yeah.
Like how you have to like score out points. I didn't get into that category. I didn't get into that grouping. However, I'm playing for the league that I've played in for the last 17 weeks. That championship, the dude that I'm playing has gotten dog walk because he didn't set his lineup.
Really?
Now there wasn't much for him to have done, and the rosters are deep, right? So it's like there was it wasn't like he could like okay, like for instance, he could have maybe have gotten like Raheem Blackshear if he had the fab money left. Because he had Chuba. He could have done that, but he didn't.
It's just like
so I did. I went and got him just to make sure.
Yeah,
but he could have. But still, I don't know how I feel about taking a W like that. I don't you know, it's not the same. It doesn't feel as good.
I'm taking the championship. The guy is one of my best friends too. I'm playing. We've always wanted to play each other in the championship. He didn't play Mahomes. He had Richardson in, and he never made a move. Since I haven't talked to him, so I don't know if get people on his IR that were playing, so he couldn't make a move or what.
And when it comes to this, right? It's you don't knock on the dude's door or you don't give him a phone call and say, "Hey, you changing your lineup." No. It's like you expect.
Well, especially somebody that is he pays attention. So I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him tomorrow, but not
And that being that this is a home league, right?
Yeah,
sounds like a home. It's a home league. So being that the two, yes, I get that part for sure. Where in a Warrior Bowl, I don't know this dude from Adam. I have no idea who this is. So like you're bringing up a good point. Yeah. It's like, I wonder if this dude's okay. like how do you want to talk about laying down? Like how the Giants didn't lay down. Well, this dude just laid down. I don't know. I mean, we'll take it, but it's kind of like, it's not. It doesn't feel as good.
Yeah. So what's your take on tonight's game? Who do you like?
Give me the home team here. Just give me the home environment.
Yeah, I think Commanders home team, right? Yeah.
I think it's pretty close. Otherwise, the Falcons. I get why they couldn't continue to roll with Kirk Cousins. I get that part, but like being in the thick of it to now roll out a rookie quarterback as opposed to like you should have just gone in with him from the get-go and let him develop, just like they did, like the Bears did, like the Broncos did, to throw him in to week 16 now to play in a game of this magnitude. They know that they have to win the game.
Yeah, they have to win.
I mean, they're both rookie quarterbacks in hindsight, but at the same time, give me the rookie with more.
Playing for 16 weeks.
Give me the dude that's been playing for 15, 16 more weeks, exactly. And give me Dan Quinn. Give me the DC crowd. Give me all that.
It'll be interesting to see if they open up the playbook a little bit more for Penix 2 tonight too. So that's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be 28-21, something like that, 28-24. If the Commanders win, the Rams are in the playoffs.
I still say Redskins. Just like our goat earlier, Bijan and Scary Terry. Well, I mean, this is also a tall ask for Bijan. Like, yeah, do we expect him to score? Do we expect him to do well? I mean, we're hoping that he does. We're at least get us, 14. At least get us 14. But again, tough environment.
It's nice knowing that I got 2 championships in the belt already. I got players going.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's nice and comfortable.
Yeah. If I get a good outing with Goff and Williams tomorrow, there's a chance still.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. That's why I also can't really put a check mark next to this team because he still does have golf tomorrow. But it's a 4-point touchdown. I'm really, I pretty much have that sealed up.
Yeah.
All right, Rhino. All right, Coach. We will see you next week. Just be on the lookout. We appreciate you all. Rhino, take us home.
All right, man. Hey, you have a blessed week. Make a difference. Be a difference, not only in your life, somebody else's life, and just be good, man. And for everybody, continue to kick ass and get your championships. We can't wait to hear about all of the championships. Be good. Late.